All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay and with me is Subhadra Ramachandran. The headlines. Indian Railways to run 2,600 more Shramik special trains in the next 10 days, benefiting 36 lakh stranded migrants. Centre says 75 lakh migrant labourers return home in trains and buses since nationwide lockdown was imposed. Prime Minister Narendra Modi discusses COVID-19 situation with his Mauritian counterpart and Sri Lankan President. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 41.39% in the country. And beauty parlors and salons to reopen across Tamil Nadu from today except Chennai. The Indian Railways has decided to operationalize 2,600 more Shramik special trains across the country in the next 10 days. This initiative is expected to benefit 36 lakh stranded passengers. Railway Board Chairman V.K. Yadav said that over 45 lakh people have returned to their native places since 1st of May through the Shramik special trains.
राज्य सरकारों के साथ समन्वय करके और जो उनके पास इस समय एक रिक्वायरमेंट है उसको भारतीय रेल और राज्य सरकारें एक साथ मिलके एक नेक्स्ट 10 दिनों के लिए अगले 10 दिनों के लिए एक शेड्यूल बनाया है। अगले 10 दिनों में जो हमने ट्रेनें शेड्यूल करी हैं वो करीब 2600 ट्रेनें शेड्यूल करी हैं और उसमें जो हमने ये अनुमान लगाया है कि अगले 10 दिनों में 36 लाख पैसेंजर्स को हम ट्रेवल करा पाएंगे।
Railways started running Shramik special trains to move migrant workers, pilgrims, tourists, students and other persons stranded at different places due to lockdown. Mr. Yadav informed that the Railways will further make arrangements for more of such trains as in when requests are received from the state and district authorities. Apart from Shramik special trains, Railways Ministry started 15 pairs of special trains from the 12th of this month and announced 200 train services to be started from the 1st of next month. The Railways has transported more than 97 lakh tons of food grains between 1st of April to 22nd May this year. Railways has ensured availability of essential commodities like food grains through its freight services to the nationwide lockdown due to COVID-19. Railway Board Chairman said Railways has distributed over 47 lakh free meals to the needy persons during the lockdown. Mr. Yadav said Railways has also contributed immensely in the efforts to domestically produce PPEs and sanitizers. The centre said 75 lakh migrant labourers have returned home by trains and buses since the nationwide lockdown was imposed on the 25th of March. Out of them, 35 lakh migrant workers have reached their destinations using Shramik special trains, while 40 lakh have travelled in buses to reach their homes. Home Ministry officials said according to the last census report, there are 4 crore migrant workers in the country. The ministry has also set up a 24/7 control room to monitor migrant workers' issues across the country. More from our correspondent.
The centre, state and union territories have taken several steps to facilitate movement of migrant workers. Home Ministry allowed inter-state movement of migrant workers by buses on 29th April. Railways has also started running Shramik special trains since 1st of this month to facilitate migrant workers, pilgrims, tourists, students and other persons stranded at different places due to lockdown. More than 2,600 Shramik special trains were engaged in the last 23 days and around 36 lakh stranded migrant workers were transported to their home states. 80% of these trains were bound to destinations in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Apart from Shramik special trains, Ministry of Railways has started 15 pairs of special trains. It also announced that 200 mail express trains will run from 1st of next month. With Dipendra Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Domestic airline operations are set to resume in the country in a graded manner from tomorrow. Speaking exclusively to AIR News, Chairman of Airport Authority of India Arvind Singh said that the airports in the country are fully prepared for the flight operations starting tomorrow. He informed that all arrangement has been made at the airports to ensure contactless boarding and prevent any chances of contagion. The chairman said commercial passenger flights at Delhi Airport will initially operate from Terminal 3.
We are fully prepared to take care of the passengers' concerns about disease, their apprehensions about the same. We'll ensure that the travel will be done in a very safe and hygienic manner. At Delhi Airport, only Terminal T3 is being used. So it will be a very smooth and state-of-the-art facilities that the passengers will see at Delhi Airport, which will help them. And this will all be done in one Terminal T3.
Home Ministry had on 20th of this month amended the guidelines on lockdown measures to fight COVID-19 to facilitate domestic air travel. Prime Minister Narendra Modi discussed COVID-19 situation with his Mauritian counterpart and Sri Lankan President. Prime Minister Modi held a telephonic conversation with his Mauritian counterpart Pravind Jugnauth yesterday. He congratulated Mr. Jugnauth for successfully controlling COVID-19 in Mauritius. In a tweet, Prime Minister Modi said that Mauritius could document its best practices, which would be helpful for other countries, especially island countries, in dealing with similar health crises. Prime Minister Modi said Indians will stand by their Mauritian brothers and sisters during this difficult time. Mr. Jugnauth conveyed his condolences for the losses caused in India by Cyclone Umpun. He thanked Mr. Modi for sending INS Kesari to Mauritius as part of Operation Sagar with a consignment of medicines and a 14-member medical team to help the Mauritian health authorities fight the COVID-19 pandemic. The two leaders also discussed enhancing cooperation in various areas, including measures aimed at supporting the financial sector of Mauritius and enabling Mauritian youth to study Ayurvedic medicine.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi also spoke to Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa yesterday. In a tweet, Prime Minister Modi said, Sri Lanka is fighting COVID-19 effectively under the leadership of Mr. Rajapaksa, and India will continue to support its close maritime neighbour in dealing with the pandemic and its economic impact. The Prime Minister said the two nations agreed to accelerate Indian-assisted development projects in Sri Lanka and also strengthen investment links. President Rajapaksa briefed Prime Minister Modi on the steps being taken by the Sri Lankan government to restart economic activity. They also discussed the possibilities of promoting investments and value addition in Sri Lanka by the Indian private sector. Second consignment of essential medicine supplies from India reached Port Louis, the capital city of Mauritius, aboard INS Kesari yesterday. On behalf of Mauritius government, Health Minister Kailash Jagutpal received the consignment. The shipment also includes around 10 tons of Ayurvedic medicines. An Indian medical assistance team has also reached on board INS Kesari to work with the Mauritius health authorities through mutual sharing of experience and expertise.
The Health Ministry has said a total of 51,783 people have been cured of COVID-19 so far. In the last 24 hours, 3,250 patients were cured. The ministry said the total recovery rate has reached to 41.39%. Health Secretary Preeti Sudan interacted with 11 municipal areas which have high caseload of COVID-19. These 11 municipal areas are from Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Delhi, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal and Rajasthan. During the meeting, it was pointed out that the focus needs to be on prevention through active screening of high risk and vulnerable population and groups. It was also pointed out that testing needs to be stepped up in some municipal areas to ensure the early detection of cases, timely clinical management, and a reduction in fatality rate. We also need to be mindful of ramping up the health infrastructure to ensure preparedness for the next 2 months, with specific focus on isolation beds with oxygen, ventilators, and ICU beds. The Kashmir Valley witnessed surge in corona cases yesterday, emphasizing the need to follow social distancing norms more strictly in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. More from our correspondent.
A 55-year-old woman hailing from Bhutango area of Anantara district has fallen prey to COVID-19 yesterday. She was suffering from acute respiratory disease syndrome with sepsis. Meanwhile, 80 new positive cases, including a daughter from Srinagar who is posted in Bandipora and a pregnant woman from Kulgam, were reported positive from Jammu and Kashmir, taking the total number of positive cases in the Union Territory to 1,569. While 21 of these cases are from Jammu division and 59 are from Kashmir division. Moreover, 774 infected patients have also recovered and discharged from various hospitals in Jammu and Kashmir so far. Sunil Kohl, AR News from Srinagar.
In a historic development after the formation of the Union Territory of Ladakh, separate Ladakh Police has come into being. Police in Leh and Kargil districts now will be called Ladakh Police. Ladakh Inspector General of Police S.S. Khandare spoke to AIR News about his priorities.
लद्दाख को स्पेशल डेवलपमेंट पैकेज दिया गया है केंद्र सरकार की ओर पे, और उस स्पेशल डेवलपमेंट पैकेज में पुलिस के लिए भी काफी अच्छी प्रोविजन की गई है, मतलब कंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए हो या मशीनरी एंड इक्विपमेंट के लिए हो। तो आने वाले समय में जो फाइनेंशियल प्रोविजन लद्दाख पुलिस के लिए की गई है उसको यूटिलाइज करते हुए हम लद्दाख पुलिस को अपग्रेड करने की कोशिश करेंगे। तो लद्दाख पुलिस में एक टूरिस्ट पुलिस विंग बनाना ये हमारी सबसे बड़ी प्रायोरिटी रहेगी।
More from a correspondent.
After separating from Jammu and Kashmir Police, the newly formed Ladakh Police will have its new symbols, insignia, formation sign and flag with a separate identity. Ladakh Lieutenant Governor R.K. Mathur has approved the new insignia of Ladakh Police. Ladakh Police and UT administration have paid attention to reflect Ladakh pride in formation sign and logo. Formation sign with a backdrop of blood red color symbolizing sacrifice in golden border and ribbon. A snow leopard is designed in motion, while the logo has Ashoka with Satyameva Jayate, LP in symmetric design and juniper leaves covering the Ashoka and LP. With Angchan Dolma, this is Ramesh Chandra for All India Radio News, Leh.
Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has instructed that every migrant worker and labourer coming to the state should be transported safely to the home districts. He said that all migrant workers should be provided food and drinking water as soon as they enter the state border. He has also instructed to provide food and food grains to every needy person. The Chief Minister was reviewing COVID-19 situation in the state at a meeting in Lucknow yesterday. The state government is bringing back stranded migrant workers from other states for which workers' special trains are being run. Our correspondent has filed this report.
As of now, more than 13,50,000 migrant laborers have been brought by 1,018 trains. Additional Chief Secretary Home Avni Samasti said that the government has planned to bring back almost 18 lakh workers by 1,269 trains in the state. Principal Secretary Health Amit Mohan Prasad said that there are 2,456 active cases of COVID-19 in 72 districts in the state and 3,406 corona patients have been cured and discharged. The government is strictly implementing lockdown in the state. So far, 5,298 people have been booked for not using masks as public places and a penalty of about ₹5 lakh have been imposed on them. MS Yadav, AIR News, Lucknow.
Bihar government has decided to keep at the block level quarantine centers only those migrant workers who are returning from 11 high-risk cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Surat, Kolkata and Gurugram. For those coming from other cities, the concerned district magistrate will decide whether to put them in institutional quarantine or allow them to home quarantine. Chief Secretary Deepak Kumar said this provision has been made in view of coming of a large number of migrant workers from different parts of the state. Mr. Kumar clarified that those coming on flights or their own vehicle or on purchased rail tickets will be allowed home quarantine. Over 9,60,000 migrant workers are living in 13,825 block-level quarantine centers. The number of positive cases in the state has mounted to 2,398. In Madhya Pradesh, 201 new corona cases have been reported in the last 24 hours. As a result, the number of people infected with coronavirus has increased to 6,371. The death toll from COVID-19 has also increased to 281. Good news is that 3,267, more than half of the patients have recovered in the state so far. A report.
The highest number of cases, 2,933, have been reported in Indore district in Madhya Pradesh. Besides Indore, Bhopal has 1,191 cases, Ujjain has 531, Burhanpur 213, Khandwa 216 and Jabalpur 199 cases. State's Home Minister Narottam Mishra said that no pass would be needed for personal vehicles moving from one green zone to another. As per the official information, passes will be needed to move from green zone to red zone and vice versa. Under the fourth phase of coronavirus-induced lockdown, the state government has classified all areas under red and green zones and dropped the orange tag in Madhya Pradesh. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
All India Institute of Medical Sciences AIIMS at Raipur in Chhattisgarh will now be part of clinical trial going on at the national level to check the efficacy of plasma therapy for the treatment of COVID-19 patients. A report from our correspondent.
Under the direction of Indian Council of Medical Research, various medical institutes of the country are conducting the clinical trial of plasma therapy for the treatment of COVID-19. Now, AIIMS Raipur will also be the part of this clinical trial. AIIMS Raipur Director Dr. Nitin M. Nagarkar said that currently there are no approved treatments for COVID-19. In primary researches, it is found that plasma therapy is most suitable in the treatment of this disease. During the clinical trial, AIIMS Raipur will evaluate whether plasma therapy is safe for the COVID-19 patients. According to the research protocol, only those patients will be included in this trial who are more than 18 years of age and their donor plasma is available. Vikalp Shukla, AIR News, Raipur.
The COVID-19 cases continue to rise in Gujarat, especially in Ahmedabad. A total of 396 fresh cases were reported from 19 districts yesterday, taking the total number of cases to 13,689. Ahmedabad reported 277 fresh cases yesterday. As many as 6,169 patients have recovered from COVID-19 so far. Our correspondent reports that over 3 lakh industrial units are operational in the state during the lockdown.
Secretary to CM Ashwini Kumar said more than 25 lakhs of workers and staffers have resumed work in the state. He said the power consumption across the industrial units in the state has now reached to 82% of the normal days. As many as 264 construction sites are also functional in the state, in which more than 2 lakhs of workers started the work. Apart from this, the public works are also undergoing in 8 mega cities and 28 towns in the state. 14 textile markets located in the non-containment zones of Surat reopened during the lockdown 4. More than 150 ceramic units in Morbi district also resumed operations recently. Aparna Khun, AIR News, Ahmedabad.
You are listening to the morning news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Indian Railways to run 2,600 more Shramik special trains in the next 10 days, benefiting 36 lakh stranded migrants. Centre says 75 lakh migrant labourers return home in trains and buses since nationwide lockdown was imposed. Prime Minister Narendra Modi discusses COVID-19 situation with his Mauritian counterpart and Sri Lankan President. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 41.39% in the country. And beauty parlors and salons to reopen across Tamil Nadu from today except Chennai. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
The Tamil Nadu government has allowed beauty parlors and salons to reopen across the state from today. This comes days after it allowed only salons for men in rural areas to reopen as part of relaxation of restrictions during the 4th phase of nationwide lockdown. No air conditioning is allowed in these shops, which can be opened from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. These businesses, however, will not be allowed to reopen in Chennai and other containment zones. The state government said salons and beauty parlors must ensure everyone wears masks, social distancing is maintained, and the premises are disinfected at least 5 times a day. Meanwhile, the COVID-19 tally in Tamil Nadu has surged past the 15,500 mark, with 759 people turning positive yesterday. The record in Chennai is first approaching the figure of 10,000 as 624 of the new cases are reported from the city. However, 363 people were discharged from hospitals yesterday, leaving the active caseload in the state at 7,915. 5 patients died of the disease, taking the toll to 103. More from a correspondent.
Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy has said there is no community transmission of COVID-19 so far in the state. His opinion echoes the assertion of Chennai City Corporation officials who say the case history of each and every patient has been identified and recorded. The Chief Minister, while talking to reporters in Salem yesterday, said the disease spread is reported more in dense pockets where sharp focus is being given to accelerate preventive measures. He favored bringing people stranded in other states and abroad after the situation stabilizes within the state. Meanwhile, a decision on further relaxations from the lockdown after May 31st is expected after the centre comes out with its announcements and also after the Chief Minister consulting the State Medical Experts Panel. Jai Singh, AIR News, Chennai.
Vande Bharat mission has facilitated the repatriation of about 2,423 Indian nationals to Mumbai from abroad in 17 flights. Out of these, over 900 belong to the financial capital, whereas 1,139 are from other districts of Maharashtra and 378 from other states of the country. Meanwhile, 2,608 fresh cases of COVID-19 have been identified in Maharashtra, taking the toll of patients infected with the disease to 47,190. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Till 9th of June, more repatriation of Indian nationals will take place via 13 special flights. All those repatriates who have arrived in the city till date and reside in the city itself have been quarantined at 43 different hotels. The state government has formed two teams of its 15 employees, whereas the Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai has formed a team of 50 officers and staff to look after the implementation and various other aspects related to quarantining of passengers. The Mumbai Suburban District Collector's Office has been entrusted the task of ferrying the returnees to the respective districts and states. Till 7th June, more Indian nationals will be brought to Mumbai in special flights from Johannesburg, Jakarta, London, Manila, Tokyo, Colombo, Mauritius and Nairobi. Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Mumbai.
More than 7,300 distressed Indians have been repatriated from Gulf countries in the first leg of the second phase of Vande Bharat mission. Speaking to AIR News, India's Consul General in Dubai, Vipul, said that 14 flights in the last week took back approximately 2,500 Indians from Dubai. In the first phase, nearly 2,000 Indians were repatriated from Dubai. More flights are expected in the second leg of the second phase of the Vande Bharat mission.
Team of researchers at the Center for Nano and Soft Matter Sciences, CENS Bangalore, have developed a mask that helps to create enough space in front of the mouth while speaking. The technology has been transferred to a Bangalore-based company for mass production. Department of Science and Technology Secretary Ashutosh Sharma said, a good design should minimize leakage around the edges and maximize the ease of breathing while talking. In an effort to guard against fake news being circulated on various platforms, we bring you a segment on fact-checking and mythbusters. A video of an overcrowded train is circulating on social media with a message wrongly claiming it as Shramik Special Train carrying migrants from Mumbai to West Bengal. The Press Information Bureau fact-check Twitter handle tweeted saying that it is an old video of an overcrowded train in Bangladesh from the year 2018.
In our series Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of the leading medical experts on COVID-19. Dr. Nand Kumar, Professor of Psychiatry, AIIMS, suggested people to stay at home, spend time with family members and practice yoga.
कोरोना संक्रमण को आए पूरे देश में 100 दिन से अधिक हो गया। पिछले 3 महीने में कोरोना के डर में कुछ कमी आई, तो हम उसको बेहतर समझ पा रहे हैं और हम ये भी समझ पा रहे हैं कि इन्फेक्शन कैसे होता है, कैसे ट्रांसमिट होता है, इसके सिम्टम्स क्या होते हैं। बहुत बार सिम्टम के अलावा भी लोगों को कोरोना होता है और हम ये भी समझ पा रहे हैं कि कोरोना को जितना हम लोगों ने कहा था कि बहुत ही सीरियस है, इससे बहुत लोग मर जाते हैं, वैसी बात ही नहीं है, इसलिए कि उसका डेथ रेट बहुत अधिक नहीं है। हाँ, ऑफकोर्स एक रिस्क होता है, परेशानी होती है।
Dr. Anvita Agarwal, resident Infectious Diseases, AIIMS, advised people to not be negligent and stay at their homes.
Coronavirus may be invisible, but the number of people affected are very much visible. More than 4 lakh people have already been affected all over the world, and the numbers are increasing from day to day. Don't be negligent. Please stay at home.
The News Services Division of All India Radio in its bilingual live phone-in program tonight will bring you a special discussion program on COVID-19. Director of All India Institute of Medical Sciences AIIMS, Dr. Randeep Guleria, will participate in the discussion. This can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:25 p.m. onwards.
In West Bengal, Army has joined post Ompun restoration work in Kolkata. 5 columns of Army have been engaged to assist the Kolkata Civic Administration for restoration of essential services and infrastructures following requests from the state government. Meanwhile, 10 additional teams of NDRF are arriving in West Bengal to join restoration work in cyclone-hit areas of the state. Presently, 26 NDRF teams are deployed in 6 districts of West Bengal. The state government has also sought support from railways, port and private sectors to supply teams and equipment for post-cyclone restoration work. More from our correspondent.
Power, water supply and telecommunication connectivity have not yet been restored in many places of the state, including Kolkata, since last 4 days after the super cyclonic storm Amphan hit West Bengal. Traffic movements have also been disrupted in Kolkata. Army jawans have been pressed into services for clearing roads at Taliganj, Baliganj, Rajarhat New Town, Behala in Kolkata and adjoining Diamond Harbour. Over 1,000 teams, including NDRF, are also working in cyclone-hit areas for restoration of essential services. Ongoing lockdown against corona pandemic is one of the main reasons for delaying in restoration work. Arijit Chakraborty, AIR News, Kolkata.
Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal has said that senior officer of the Directorate of Civil Defence has been suspended with immediate effect for publishing an advertisement which disrespects the territorial integrity of India by making incorrect reference to Sikkim on the same lines as some neighbouring countries. In a tweet, Mr. Baijal said that zero tolerance will be adopted for such gross misconduct. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said that Sikkim is an integral part of India. He said the advertisement has been withdrawn and action was taken against the concerned officer. He said such errors also cannot be tolerated. Delhi government had published an advertisement in newspapers for the recruitment of volunteers for the Civil Defence Corps. Sikkim government had also objected to the advertisement and demanded the Delhi government to withdraw it.
Eid ul-Fitr will be celebrated in most parts of the country tomorrow. Shahi Imam of Delhi Jama Masjid, Syed Ahmed Bukhari, said that there is no information of the moon being sighted last night. The month-long Ramzan will end today. The Shahi Imam also appealed to the people not to come to mosques to offer prayers. They should offer namaz at home in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. Several other ulemas from all the sects have already appealed to the Muslims to offer prayers at home only. The Shahi Imam has urged people to take precautions and maintain social distancing while celebrating this auspicious festival. Eid is being celebrated across the Middle East today amidst lockdown. Special Eid prayers were performed at home by people. Our correspondent reports that religious leaders and rulers have urged people to perform the Eid prayers at home in the face of the pandemic affecting the globe.
Eid is being celebrated across the Middle East today, but under lockdown conditions. Normally performed at mosques and musallas, but this year, and due to the current exceptional circumstances created by the spread of COVID-19, Eid al-Fitr prayers are being performed at home without khutbah or sermon in most of the countries in the Middle East. This is the first time that Eid is being performed without the traditional namaz in the mosque and special greetings and festivities associated with it. During the entire month of Holy Ramadan, mosques across UAE and Saudi remained closed. The faithfuls were asked to offer prayers at home. Muezzins, however, chanted the Eid takbirs through loudspeakers from dawn till the Eid prayer time. Kanchan Prasad, AIR News, Dubai.
Now let us take a look at the weather forecast for today. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the minimum temperature will be 26 degrees Celsius in Jammu, while maximum will be around 43 degrees Celsius. The city will observe mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy towards evening or night. In Srinagar, the minimum temperature will be 11 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 27 degrees. The city will observe partly cloudy sky with some spells of rain or thunder showers. In Gilgit, the temperature will hover between 17 and 33 degrees Celsius. It will face a generally cloudy sky. In Muzaffarabad, there will be mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy towards evening or night. The national capital is likely to witness heat wave today. In the east, Kolkata will witness generally cloudy sky with light rain. Mumbai will witness a partly cloudy sky. In the south, Chennai will see a partly cloudy sky. The temperature will hover between 29 and 39 degrees Celsius.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. On the Amphan aftermath, the Asian Age writes, 86 dead, over 6 crore people affected in West Bengal. Centre sends troops after Mamta SOS for army help. Railways to run 2,600 Shramik specials over the next 10 days, leads the Hindu. The paper writes it will be benefit 36 migrant, 50% of converted isolation coaches to be used. The Financial Express quotes Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri as saying, we'll try to restart international flights before August. Heat wave here till next week. IMD issues alert leads Hindustan Times. The paper says Delhi, Punjab, Haryana to face extreme temperatures of up to 47 degrees centigrade till May 28. Indian doctors spearhead UK's COVID battle despite losses, says the Indian Express. And finally, wholesale veggie prices crash during lockdown. Well, the Times of India report that 15 items are down due to distress sale and low demand. The only exception being potato, which at rupees 20 a kilo is almost double from what was sold in May last year.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Indian Railways to run 2,600 more Shramik special trains in the next 10 days, benefiting 36 lakh stranded migrants. Centre says 75 lakh migrant labourers returned home in trains and buses since nationwide lockdown was imposed. Prime Minister Narendra Modi discusses COVID-19 situation with his Mauritian counterpart and Sri Lankan President. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 41.39% in the country. And beauty parlors and salons to reopen across Tamil Nadu from today, except Chennai. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.com and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.